Howdy folks, in this vid we are talking the seminar paper. So you've already found the folder where everything is kept by being at this video. You've clicked through assignments, you've clicked into the seminar paper folder, and this video is beneath the assignment sheet. So if you haven't checked that out, definitely go read through the assignment sheet, because this is not so much a walkthrough, but I'm going to be commenting on some notions here. So for this video, make sure you have the assignment sheet in front of you, and make sure you have the syllabus with you too. Those are the two things I'm going to be referencing here. So if you don't have those, pause this, go grab them, come on back. The seminar paper is this moment in a course in which you have a large framework. Right? This course is about the Star Wars franchise film saga pile, right? And we will be looking closely at my perspective on it. I'm going to be bringing you into what I see, where I see it, how I access it. And the majority of that is going to point us to the living force. So if you're wondering how to do close readings, how to do something particular, nuanced, focused, the entire course is an example of that. We're also going to be doing some other stuff, but that's my major focus. When I dig into Star Wars, I am thinking the living force, and there are a whole bunch of reasons why, and you'll see that kind of contour the semester as we unfold. Every time we're talking force, we're talking nature. All right, so that's how I access this. So my seminar focus would be about those things, and it is your job in a seminar paper, a paper that happens at the end. All right, you've been working all semester finding your own relationship to the topic of the course, and then by the end of the semester you turn in a longer form paper on your own specific analytical focus to that topic. So that's the deal. And this is a type of course you'll see all the time in upper division studies of the humanities when you transfer to your next school. If you're taking 300, 400 level literature, film, social science courses, all of those things, they're going to ask you to produce your own topic based on the subject of the course. So that's what we're doing here. So a little bit of practice for later on, and when it's an essay, it's called the seminar paper, okay? Because you write a paper based on the guidance of the seminar. Here, we're talking Star Wars, so it's the best paper you're gonna write. It's gonna be the most enjoyable experience, and everything from here is competing for second because it's the wars, right? So, bring up your assignment sheet, okay? The first section of that talks about a research paper that it says analyzes a dominant and persistent element of the Star Wars universe. For me, the living force. For you, something else. If you were to jump over to your syllabus and take a look at the course description I have there, that phrasing is also in the course description. Dominant and persistent elements of Star Wars. You'll see after that there are a bunch of topics that permeate all of Star Wars. Now, you are not limited to these topics, but I know students really like examples, and I want you to know that you already have them. You've already read the syllabus. You've already seen some examples of some frameworks that you'll be looking for, okay? I'm not going to provide you with an example essay. I'm not going to hand you a bunch of student papers. This is your own experience. You need to figure out a seminar topic for this, and you have to get it approved by me. We'll talk about that in a little bit. So I'm going to be working with each and every one of you on your topic, okay? And we have a little bit of time from this video going live to even having to get your proposal locked in. So we've got time for that, and we have most of the semester, almost the entire semester, to get this locked in otherwise. So if you're worried about the due date, okay, the due date is later in the assignment sheet, but also it is on your syllabus, okay? You should have already seen this stuff, but the seminar paper is due December 10th. It's a Thursday before midnight. The Turnitin Dropbox will close at midnight. You need to upload it to that by then. Okay, gang? So End of the semester, last full week of the semester, your seminar papers need to be in, and that's so I can read through them, get the comments back to you, so you can start putting the finishing touches on your other assignment, the Contribute to the Culture project, which will get its own video. You can click over to that in the other folder. All right, gang, so back to the assignment sheet. The idea might seem vague, all right, but that is because the saga is gigantic and I'm not here to choose topics for you. Okay, this is very much the wars, and I'm very much giving you the opportunity to figure out your own relationship to it. Now, that is not to say this is the time to just geek out and totally go and just live the fan life about it. This is not to just write reviews and talk about what's cool about the wars. This is an academic project. You use your own personal academic perspective to launch into the Star Wars saga, and you write an essay because Star Wars can support academic focus. So you need to figure your relationship to academic Star Wars, okay? That's the deal. This is a long assignment, and you should always be working towards it. You should always be watching A New Hope and be like, oh, what am I interested in? What are the coolest scenes? What are the best ideas? What could I talk about in this for the 6 pages that Gorm is asking for? All right? You should be thinking then, oh, how does this idea come up in episode 5? How does Empire change it? What's going on? And you should be continuously refining and also going back and rewatching, so that when you have your topic, you don't need to figure it out just yet, right? But be working towards this sooner rather than later, all right? And always be working on it. Your discussion posts on the boards could be something that is always angling towards your assignment. Why are you analyzing EP2 without the topic you're thinking of? Why are you doing something different? Why not lock in what you're thinking about, right? So you can always be working on this. You got the guidelines, the breakdown, you gotta do those things, okay? One of the most annoying things for professors and educators is that you write a bomber paper, but you don't hit these just check boxes. You write a great paper, that's 3 pages. What am I supposed to do with that? It was minimum 6. You wrote half the pages. Okay, I tell you what, I will give you 100% of half the points, 50, right? And then I'll do you another favor and I won't even read it because you might lose points. 50 is the highest grade you can get by doing half the required amount, right? So like, just make sure you're checking these boxes, so then I have an easy job of just working with how well you convey your ideas and work through the Star Wars universe. All right, gang? Some points of note on this are the citation requirements. All right, so you have to cite from at least one Star Wars film from each of the trilogies: 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. You have to have at least 3 films referenced, 1 from each of those. Reference every film if there's room for it, okay? But you have to use at least 1 film from every era of Star Wars. That will help you really dial in the notion of a pervasive element of Star Wars. It's in all of the trilogies, so you must be on the right track, right? You have to cite from 4 reliable scholarly sources. Only 2 of those can come from the special edition that I've included on the example side of things in the Blackboard folder here. After this video, go check that out. You're not required to read any of them, but just 2019, there was a Star Wars special edition of the Journal of Religion and Popular Culture published, and I was lucky enough to be included in that Star Wars special edition. And so I've downloaded all the articles for you and posted them up here. So that's some research that can already be done for you. Right on. Take a look at those things. This is what I mean by academic Star Wars. Okay, these are longer in general than what you're going to be writing, but they are the only written examples of essays I am going to provide for this assignment, because I am more about the sense of the work. You need to write an academic Star Wars essay. From there, it's your call. You got to get it done. It has to be an essay, but beyond that, beyond the fact that the prerequisite requirement for this course is English 102, where you learned how to write research papers. Okay? If you need a refresher on that, I have linked in the assignment folder the MLA style guides. Okay? In there, you will see a writing process worksheet that I've got for you. In there, you'll see MLA formats stuff. All right, so that's there for you. If you need more stuff like that, let me know. I do teach composition writing, essay writing, all that stuff, so I got your back on it. But do know that when I say write a research paper, you've had an entire class dedicated to that notion. Right on, so dust off those chops. That's what we're doing here. All right, so back to the assignment sheet, you'll see at the bottom there that you've got, well, before we get into that, one of the last bullet points for the guidelines, super critical. You will not be summarizing the texts. I don't need a summary. No one needs a summary. If you're not interested in Star Wars, don't read essays about Star Wars, right? If you are reading an essay about Star Wars, the writer is assuming you've watched Star Wars, okay? Things don't need to come in the order they appear in the trilogy. If you do, that's because it helps your argument, not because that's the order they appeared, right? You are analyzing the texts. You are working with close looks at particular scenes, particular notions of your topic to then produce a research analysis, an argument about what is going on in Star Wars. At its base, you've said to someone, so you want to master Star Wars. Here's something you need to know. Here's something that is not gathered just by watching the films, but actually demands drawing in all of these different moments to create a full picture of something. For me, in my article, it is the notion of the living force, how the force works, and how individuals can tap into the will of the force, how they can do it right, how they can do it wrong. And that's what I'm explaining in there. Okay, gang? So that's the idea that I'm looking for. The next thing, you've got 2 due dates for this. Okay? You have the one on your syllabus that due date for Blackboard, posting to Blackboard. Okay? That again is, let me bring it up so I don't mess up, Thursday, December 10th, prior to midnight. That's when you have to submit the paper to the Turnitin Dropbox. There's a walkthrough for that will be posted shortly. Okay, I got you covered on that if you've never done it before. But the idea is that you have to get that in before midnight. And this is the internet. This is the queue. This is Blackboard. Do not trust it to have your back at 11:54. Okay, if you hear before midnight, try for like 11:45 or 11:30, right? So then if anything goes wrong, you got a half hour to figure it out. Okay, so beyond that, okay, you gotta jump to a little bit closer in time because you need to have your topic approved by Friday, the 30th of October. Okay, and we're going through the discussion board to do that. I want you to have a quick, cohesive record of your topic, and I also want the entire class to be able to see my feedback for topics so that everyone can kind of see where we're thinking, where everyone else is thinking, so we can help each other out, up each other's game, okay? If you are uncomfortable with the public nature of that, don't worry, we're in a Star Wars class, okay? Put your ideas there, and I will help you escalate them to where they're going to kill it, so that you're not going to have to worry about your topic. You're going to have to, the biggest problem is going to be putting it into words. That's the hard part of writing, not coming up with a topic. Okay, I'll help you through it. I'll work you through all that. So by Friday, you need approval. Friday, October 30th, you need approval. That doesn't mean you need to post by Friday, October 30th. That means you need to have posted in enough time to hear back from me. You need approval by Friday, October 30th, not to seek approval by then, okay? Again, you need to get in there early enough so that by October 30th, I can say this topic is approved. All right, gang? That's the idea. So that's how your seminar paper is going to unfold for the semester. All right, so you got to start thinking about it now. That's why I'm hitting you with this stuff. Week 3, we've watched 1 Star Wars movie. All right, the week's material is kind of light because of that. So the idea is you are proposing a topic for your seminar paper to me, and then you are getting approval by the end of October. All right, gang, I'm going to help you through all this. I'm super excited. These are obviously the papers I'm most interested in for my entire semester. I don't even feel bad saying that kind of stuff to my other classes because it's Star Wars. Everyone's competing for second place. So get your ideas out there. I will get you feedback, and trust me, gang, most ideas just need a little direction. All right. When I taught this class the last time, there wasn't a single topic that I said no to that wasn't trying to regurgitate something that was seen in the Journal of Religion and Popular Culture articles. Okay. So as long as you're doing your own unique work, you're going to be fine. Most of the time I just say, hey, make sure you answer these questions in your paper and you're approved. Okay, gang? So I will catch you on the boards. Shoot me an email if you have any questions, and good luck. Have fun.